I'm Scott Carlberg, and I do freelance work with the Conference Board in different kinds of conferences and workshops and councils. Coming to a workshop like this lets a professional hold a yardstick to their own development.
Hi, my name is Tori Carter. I'm with Yum Brands. I work on the KFC division, and I work as a manager of public relations.
Hi, my name is Tim Miller. I work for FedEx. I'm in corporate communications.
In the workshop today in brand journalism, we learned that you've got to take control, even control from management, to be that more of an objective source. It's not an extension of marketing. It's an information source that builds credibility, that builds expertise and builds respect among people who can impact your business. So it's not necessarily just customers. It could be investors, it could be communities that are fence line communities, it could be people who may be affected by a social footprint of a company. But brand journalism is a shortcut way to get information to key audiences.
Yes, so today I found specifically the discussions around kind of the return on investment of brand journalism and seeing how content that you're creating within the brand can be made actionable and benefit the ROI in the company, which I think is a challenging thing to do. I think metrics and measurement for communications is always a challenge for any communicator, especially when you're trying to sell into executives. So I found that to be a very valuable part of today's discussion.
To me, brand journalism is all about storytelling and content. Storytelling is something that is universal, and it's in all walks of life. With journalism, definitely there's industry changes, and there's less reporters to tell the story of companies who are trying to pitch things to them through traditional media. So brand journalism really allows us to own that content, to own that story, and to target the right audiences, to build affinity for our brand, to build awareness, and ultimately to drive, to have more customers, and to affect the bottom line.
The participants in our brand journalism workshop today got action items. They didn't get platitudes. We stayed away from platitudes, and we gave them things they could actually start doing as soon as they get back to the office. Accountability was a huge theme in our workshop today. So for instance, it's one thing to have nice stories on a brand site, but what are the metrics? How do you know it did any good? When were you measuring activities like number of stories versus results like a reduction in complaints or increased sales leads or something like that?
Yeah, so I think there's just great learnings being shared today across, again, both content creation and how it's measured and how it's actionable and benefits companies. And I think those are all really important pieces to successful communications programs. And again, I've got my nice little bucket list of things I'm taking home to make actionable in our own brand journalism world.